Good morning from Houston, Texas. Oh my goodness. Yeah, guys, let your energy be felt this morning. Say something on the chat. Tell us who you are and where you're from. Light it up. This is the day that we put our foot a little more on the gas pedal. So great to see. Hi, Jill. Hey, John, Sarah. Oh my word. Okay, now it's coming in nicely. Welcome everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome. Yeah, go ahead and light it up. Tell us how you're feeling on this great, beautiful Saturday. Man, it's been fun. These last couple of weeks have been crazy, folks, and it's been so much fun working with you. And look at how fun that logo is. You know, just everything we'd want to fit exactly what we're creating culturally, what we're creating on the business platform, what we're creating in the wellness conversation. Let us know how you're feeling today on this great Saturday. Let yourself be known and felt here on the chat. We've got people also from ÜFORIA live on the chat who will be able to answer and keep up with what's going on, we hope, with regards to chat. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Yep, light up the chat. It's okay. We're going to give it about another minute. Oh boy. Getting some fun texts too, guys. People are getting pretty lit, pretty excited. Welcome on this morning. It's a great Saturday. We're going to get going here in about 30 to 45 seconds. Give everybody a chance to get on, get comfortable. We have a special guest on today. Many of you know, we feel very blessed that we wanted the best professional training we can get in our profession, so we went out and got it. And he is live and on. Mr. Eric Worre is on with us today, and we're going to introduce him in just a little bit. So get comfortable. If you'd have to, get out a pencil and paper if you want to take some notes. This will also be recorded and downloaded or uploaded. So folks, great to have you on. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and get started this morning. And I'm just going to start off by introducing somebody else to you today. I feel very blessed in ÜFORIA because I have the privilege of working with the people that I want to work with on my little team. And my team is, we call ourselves the Avengers. That's all self-proclaimed, but and then one of the guys on the team calls us Paw Patrol. But whatever we are, we're a team that really works well together, and each one of them are absolutely lethal at their skill sets. And again, the entire culture of this company is let's be kind, let's be nice, but we know that's not even enough. Let's be kind and let's be lethal at what we do in our skill sets. God gives us talents and we make them skills, and there's too many people who die riddled with talent and no skills. So this team I work with, wow, from the website to the videos to the general manicuring of the brand image to the administration of the things that we do, the project management and being who we say we are and delivering the things we talk about. You can't talk a big talk without walking the walk. Big idea minus the execution on some level is fraud, and we need to walk our talk, all of us, each and every one of us. So I'm going to introduce to you a gentleman I've worked with for about now 20 years. We're aging ourselves, but he's always been my right-hand guy because he thinks he's kind of my left brain, and we've been together for so long, and I just was so happy to be able to hire him this last week onto the ÜFORIA team as a general manager of the company, and very talented, skilled man. 3 beautiful children, 1 beautiful wife. I always say 1 because we live in Utah, you know. And but he is an amazing human being, and you'll get to meet him in Texas. We just hired him, and he is he's lightning in a bottle. That's all I can say. You know, in terms of walking the talk, this guy really contributes to that, and he's so universally talented as well in our industry and our profession. So folks, give it up. Craig, I'm just going to introduce you. You can say a few words, but I'm so proud to announce that today marks the day that Mr. Craig Smith comes out of the closet and is on our team. Craig Smith.
Hey, Ron, I appreciate it. Wow, what a blast seeing all these fun texts coming in on the chat window. And yes, it is great to be here with ÜFORIA. So many of you are saying yes. We're all feeling a bit euphoric this morning on this beautiful Saturday. It's great to see some friendly faces on the chat as well. And today, I'll be brief. We want to get to the good stuff. You guys want to hear from Ron and from Eric, but I'm truly pleased to introduce my friend and your founder, your CEO of ÜFORIA, Ron Williams. As Ron said, we've had the great pleasure to work with each other going on almost 20 years. And you know, for as long as I've known him, Ron's really had several passions and strengths. Some of you are just new to Ron Williams, if you will. And I've had some unique insights, and I just want to just touch on a couple of personal notes. For those of you that might know his business acumen, well, it precedes him. But let me tell you, on just a personal note, let me just share a few fun facts, okay? He excels in sports. I've seen this guy, he can play anything that involves a ball. And additionally, besides being a sports fanatic, he's a gifted author. Some of you might not know that. A songwriter and a music producer. He's also, this is a project very close to my heart, an award-winning film director with his documentary, Happy Valley, which focused on the important issues of opiate addiction and transformation. He's also very passionate about people. And wow, am I excited about this event coming up in Dallas, because many of you are going to be able to experience what he's created in the U of You, an inspirational personal growth experience that, again, I hope many of you will experience coming up in just a few short weeks in Texas. If I had to sum it up, I would say Ron would probably say that his greatest accomplishment are his children, as he's a dedicated father of 5 wonderful and gifted kids. You know, this is really a feeling of coming home this morning, and I've laughed a lot and I've learned a lot from your host today. You're going to love his vision. If this is the first time you're hearing about ÜFORIA, you're going to just relish his creativity as ÜFORIA's founder and CEO. Let me just welcome you back again, Mr. Ron Williams. Thanks, Ron.
I don't know what to do because I've never had an introduction in ÜFORIA. And Craig Smith, thank you. That was awfully kind of you. And it's really wonderful to have you on our team. And those of you who are listening today, it's really wonderful for you to have him on your team. He is a doer, and he's a mover, and he's a shaker. So I'm going to get right into it, folks, because we have Eric Worre live today, and we want to get right to that. And so before I have the privilege of introducing Eric Worre, this whole CEO thing, yeah, I think it's just called responsible, but basically I'm your partner in culture and in leadership. That's what we're doing here. We're going to create a culture and leadership that really delivers. And for us to do that, we had to have the right kind of training, and this company knew what it wanted. It knew who it wanted, and we went out and got it. And for those of you who are listening for the first time, we've got a lot of people on today. Basically, ÜFORIA, you know, from a science standpoint, starts out with a lab. These labs are the big boy labs. They have all the big boy certifications from HIPAA and CLIA, which means confidential and quality. If you're going to be in the lab world, you can't be credible unless you're certified on those 2 levels. This lab specializes in DNA. And what they do is they'll do your DNA test, the results are presented, and they run through our intellectual property that is basically an algorithm of you. It's a software. And your DNA goes through this algorithm and it produces your name and a barcode. Okay, now you're listening closely because it's a lot being said, very short, very simple. Once your name and a barcode is produced, then it's scanned by the one and only, what we call the utritionator. And this utritionator goes ahead and drops nearly 100 plant-based, peer-reviewed studied ingredients into what we call nutrition. And the theory is there's no 2 test results alike. Therefore, there's no 2 formulas alike. And our software and technology at this point will do nearly 400 million unique formulas. One of them is yours. So the thinking is, look, for 8 decades, the elephant in the room that we have all been in is what we call blind nutrition. Try this, try that. My herbs are better than yours. They were grown higher on the mountain. Oh, but my ORAC, my superfruit, kicks your butt. Even though it's pasteurized and preserved, it still kicks your butt. 3, my coffee has more fungus. congratulations to you. And 4, the one that gives me the biggest laugh is my lavender kicks your lavender's butt. I mean, come on, guys, who fights over lavender? So at some point, we have to fly higher than that and create a company that has a vision bigger than all of us, so none of us get in the way, where there's no ego, there's no entitlement, there's no do me, but rather service is greater than salesmanship. It works every time. I heard Eric Worre say this at his training. Nobody wants to be sold, but everybody likes to be served, Eric, and appreciate your come from on that, because that's who we are at ÜFORIA at our core. So look, there's a tipping point in ÜFORIA, and you're at the very beginning of this process. That tipping point is when we become to supplement companies what Amazon has become to retail outlets, or what cell phones became to landlines, or what an iPod became to a CD, right? So we are in that, we're that spear. We are that spearhead on the spear. That's where we're going as a company and as a team. And many of you have come on and just lit this thing up. And it's been crazy. My fingers are still smoking from talking to so many people this last week. And I guess I'll close by saying, before I introduce Eric, one thing, what I'm most proud of at ÜFORIA is we didn't create a political pecking order of entitled leadership in this company. You know why? Because there's a lot of desperation. There's a lot of hype in this industry. And you know why? I think I've made my own assessment of that. Desperation comes from being a Me Too company. When you're a Me Too company, you got to be a little bit more hypey, and you got to get, there's a little spirit of desperation because you're trying to distinguish yourselves from Me Too companies. So I'm not interested in being the next CBD on the corner or the next bit dust, deal. This is a home. It's not a motel. It's classic. It's not a boy band. It's home. So with that, I am so honored to be able to bring Eric Worre to you today. And Eric has been all over the world. He and I have been communicating off and on, and it seems like him and Marina are just in a different country every few days because of the demand and because of what a great thing he does for our profession around the world. And we feel very blessed that he'll be training our people and giving them from the get-go, from the ground up, his wisdom, his training, his programs. And Eric, I'm just, honored and privileged and humbled to be able to align in this cause, in this way, the way we are, to do something greater than us. So with that, folks, give Mr. Eric Worre what he deserves, and that is a warm ÜFORIA welcome.
Hello, everybody, and hi, Ron. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, Eric. You look great, as always.
Thank you. Yeah, you're right. We have been traveling around the world. We just got back from Brazil Sunday, and a few weeks before that, we were in Poland and in Budapest, Hungary. And gosh, we go to Miami in a few days. A lot of stuff going on. But congratulations, Ron, to you and the ÜFORIA team for all that you're doing. And there's definitely a lot of buzz about ÜFORIA in the network marketing world. A lot of people are sending me messages to say, what exactly is your relationship? What's going on here? Here's the thing. Let me just explain my role in the profession. My role specifically for ÜFORIA is I provide training and consulting services for the profession. It takes a lot of forms. I speak at events. I consult for companies. I do leadership training for organizations. I provide custom editions of the GoPro book. I license my courses for company distributors, etc. So I do that for dozens of companies. A few of the companies around the world ask me for a very comprehensive offering of these services. In other words, they just say, give us everything. And, we want you to speak. We want you to consult. We want you to help develop our leaders. We want you to license your products to the company so we can offer them for free to the distributors. We want to do everything. And ÜFORIA is one of those companies. And they're the first company that has done that from inception. And let me tell you what that means. I'm going to be involved as a speaker and a trainer at all the company functions. I'm going to be making the courses that we sell to the world available to all the ÜFORIA distributors as a benefit of being involved. I'm going to work with leadership training type of experiences for the top leaders to develop the leadership capacity of that group in depth, not just the top leaders, but everybody. And you know, I'm just going to be a friend, like I'm a friend to the profession. I'm going to be a friend to the people inside of ÜFORIA and help them go from inception to wherever they're going to go. And it looks to me, it appears to me, that you're on track to do some pretty special things. So I'm excited for you. I have a general belief, number one, that network marketing isn't perfect, but it is better. For the average person, it's a better form of entrepreneurship than any form on earth. There's nothing that can beat it. The low price of entry, the virtually unlimited income potential, the incredible amount of support. And when you add a unique product to that offering and a compensation plan that's fair, you have something that's really dramatic for the average person. So network marketing it's something that literally changed my life. It literally saved me from living at a fraction of my potential when I got involved in this profession 30 years ago. So over that time, I've learned a lot of things. And I'll tell you, I've come to the conclusion that there's 3 fundamental things that need to be in place for a person to experience all there is to experience inside of network marketing. One is you need to develop a mindset that is inclined towards success in our profession. What I mean by that is you have to let go of an employee mindset, and you have to learn how to become more of an entrepreneurial thinker. So learning how to reprogram your mind so you think in terms of entrepreneurial opportunities, you become a problem solver. You are driven by different things than other people are driven. You worry about different things that other people worry about. You become a problem solver. You stop blaming, you start taking responsibility. Those are the things that happen to a successful person in network marketing. Total focus, the ability to really go out there and help people. Second thing that is critical if you want to be successful in network marketing is you must develop some skills. You must develop some skills. And I'll tell you why. When I first got involved in network marketing, and you may be tempted to have this mindset now too, is if I'm in the right place at the right time, maybe I don't have to do that much. Maybe I could just kick the snowball off the top of the mountain and I'm going to get rewarded for the rest of my life. Maybe that's going to happen. And that was my mindset when I first got involved, trying to get something for nothing, or at least get more for doing a little bit less. Here's the truth. I never gained confidence, and I think confidence is really important. If you think about how you gained any confidence in your life, confidence is gained by skills. If you have the skills, you have the confidence. It's just as simple as that. If you feel comfortable that you're equipped to never run out of quality people to talk to invite those people effectively, to present to them in a way that works and also duplicates, and to be able to follow up and keep the conversation going and answer questions, overcome objections professionally, how to help a person make a decision to either become a customer or a distributor. That's a skillful process. How to get a new person started effectively, how to promote for events. Those are the 7 fundamental skills that you need to master if you want to be successful in network marketing. I've become an expert at not only the mindset, but also the skills necessary to be successful in this business. And ÜFORIA has made a big investment in your development. Those of you who have decided to become involved with the company as a distributor, they made a big investment in the development of your mindset and of your skills by having me work with you in order for you to fulfill your potential. Not only you, but the people that you involve. It's a really cool advantage that you have and that you can talk about. And please do me a favor though, make sure that you let the world know what my role here is. Boy, because ÜFORIA is hot right now, and I expect it to continue. But I've gotten so many calls. I'd like, are you, an owner of the company? Are you behind the scenes a distributor? No, I'm not any of those things. I'm a service provider to the company, like I am for other companies. But it is an advantage for you, just like it's an advantage for other companies that bring me into events, and it's an advantage for other companies that utilize my different services. It's an advantage, and there's nothing wrong with you bragging about that. Nothing wrong at all. So 1 is mindset, 2 is skills, and 3 is strategy. And in an ever-changing world, strategy is important. And I travel the world and I work with the fastest growing organizations in the world. And there are strategies that they use with their skills and with their mindset to maximize the opportunity. There are strategies at launch. There are strategies for social media. There are strategies for communication, and there's campaigns to be able to manage through the year. There's strategies to create duplication. So I'm going to be offering up all the different strategies to the company and also to the leadership and at the events to the people who are involved so they can maximize the opportunity. So mindset, skills, and strategy. And then finally, I will just tell you the most valuable thing in all of network marketing, the most valuable thing is what I call an influencer. I think the word leader is overused. It's talked about, it's almost a cliche. One person signs up one person on their team and now they're the leader of that one person. Well, they're just ahead of them in the line. A little kid in kindergarten is chosen to lead the class to the lunchroom. Well, they're the leader of the day. Well, not really. They're not really the leader. Inside of network marketing, an influencer is the most valuable asset in our entire profession. An influencer creates action when there wouldn't have been action. An influencer solves problems. An influencer catalyzes people's vision. And the development of influencers in an organization, in a distributor force, is, in my opinion, the highest return activity any company can invest in. I do an event once a year called Beyond Leadership, the art of becoming an ultimate influencer in network marketing. It's a 5-day event. And I take six-figure earners and very ambitious people, and I give them the leadership development training that is required in order to become a world-class influencer. And I'm going to be providing that training and that information to the leaders, the people who earn it, inside of ÜFORIA also. So a lot of cool things are happening as a result of the company's commitment to leadership development, their commitment to your mindset, their commitment to your skill set, their commitment to your strategy, their commitment to the leadership development. So that's what I love to do. That's what I was put on this earth to do. So I'm excited to be able to do it in a comprehensive way. Some people are, some companies bring me in at one event and I speak at an event for 2 or 3 hours. And that's fine. I enjoy it. I enjoy connecting with the people. It's very difficult though for me to really create the result, the impact that I'm trying to create in that short period of time. But when I have a long-term relationship, and I have, there's a handful of companies that I have a long-term, in-depth, comprehensive relationship with, boy, can I move the needle. I can really, with time and with relationship and with trust, I can help to uncover the potential that's inside of a person. It's not, I don't create the potential for them. They already have it. It's God-given, but I help to uncover it. I help to polish it. I help to move that forward. So with that, I'm excited for, to meet you all. I'm excited to see you when you do your launch. I'll be there in January at the big event. In November, I'm going to be sending a special message in November for that event. And I look forward to meeting you all in the future. So with that, I'll give it back to Ron.
Awesome, Eric. Folks, give Eric a big thank you by way of chat. Eric, you and Marina are lights out, world-class human beings and influencers for sure. So I think I'm your partner in culture and influence. Thank you for that correction. With you 100%, Eric. Eric, we look forward to our relationship, and we also appreciate the influence that you do have in our profession around the world. In fact, I like it that way because it really raises the tide of the entire profession that we work in. So thanks for taking time out of your day. We'll look forward to your message in November, and of course your live influence in Las Vegas in January. So thank you.
Can't wait. I appreciate you.
Awesome.
Everybody enjoy your day.
All right. Well, folks, you heard it straight from Eric's mouth about the importance of influence, the importance of developing our potential. And this is what this whole company at its core is about. Because at the core of ÜFORIA, folks, it's about identity, whether it's your DNA or whether it's your self-identity. And some of you have heard me talk about this, where a child who dreams never doubts his or her dreams. They haven't learned to doubt them yet. And therefore, they're inspired. Kids are inspired. Kids walk into the room and they own it because they can. You ask them what they want to be when they grow up and they say anything because they can. It's not until we start separating from our dreams as a result of being a teenager, or that falls apart, the first job that doesn't work out, and all of a sudden we're blindsided with dream separation, right? And then we have that look on our face of just, what just happened in my life, right? And the prices that are paid during that separation of dream, sometimes are pretty insurmountable at times. And we can always correct the course, even right now. So at the heart of ÜFORIA, it's about understanding that maybe inspiration and self-worth are the same, that the inspired can't be stopped. Therefore, maybe motivation, because when you're separated from your dreams, what are you looking for? You're looking for motivation. You're sucking down motivation tapes like no tomorrow. Well, you better be, because it's like a bandage on an empty soul, because you've separated from your dreams and you're just looking for oxygen. We call that motivation. So maybe self-worth and inspiration are pretty similar, that they're nothing more than a reuniting of your dreams and your purpose, and that the inspired can't be stopped. Think of the windows in your life when you couldn't be stopped. The first time you fell in love, The first time you bought a car, Mothers for their children, right? Those are the windows of inspiration in our lives. Why can't we live a life like that? Why do they have to be little windows? So our whole vision in this company is to develop skill set, develop mindset, as Eric just talked about. But in addition to that, develop the being. Because your way of being supersedes anything you know or say. And energy doesn't lie. So we're going to get into that in this company, because that's at the very heart of this company. So we're going to get into business, because guess what? The business platform creates the abundance to do anything. Money makes good people better, makes bad people worse sometimes. And I think it's there to serve humanity and not vice versa. But let's test that theory a little bit. whether that money pays for your product, whether that money pays for your child's dance lesson or sports, whether it pays for your car or your house, whether it allows you to resign from that job, or whether you buy a yacht and the dreams you make on that yacht are greater than the yacht itself. That's what this profession is really, really about at the end of the day. So really looking forward to just the story that we write, because we're building a home that has a culture, and that culture is not on one shoulder. It's on our shoulders, yours, mine. If you want it, bring it. You want to get great, be great. So we're looking forward. So what's next? Okay, right now we're taking our first orders. We just ran our first bonus. So you're here, what, 9 days into things? Congratulations, right? We're doing the starter kits. People are sending into the labs. People are learning the course right now. We get it, guys. There's two for that little window of time when it's kind of wildcrafted, and we get to just wake up every day with happy feet. In Dallas, when we're there, by the way, November 10th and 11th will be our first human interaction. In Dallas, we're going to pull some leadership aside, and we're going to go in a room, and we're going to make sure that we start talking about the duplication process, steps 1, 2, and 3, and what's the unified message this company is going to take to the world so that our alignment is greater than any mechanism. So we're going to do that while we're in Dallas, and that's just 3 weeks away, folks. And then I'm going to take those results, and I'm going to tote down to Eric's house, hoping he's in town one of these days, and he and I are going to sit down and go through what the thumbprint of our leadership is, and we're going to try to refine it and take it to the world and make sure that that duplication system is simple and lights out. So that's what you can look forward to. With that, do we have a slide of what we're doing right now? Do we have any other slides? There we go. So I'm just going to go through the slides they prepared. So thousands of dollars of commission for the first week of activities. You know, we're getting paid weekly right now on a 40, 10, 10. So 3 levels deep, 40, 10, 10. Now, why? Some people have said, well, why is it 3 levels, right? It's because a unilevel compensation plan takes a little time to mature and fill out. And this is going to be led by leaders, but it's going to be dominated by customers. So picture in your mind's eye your first 3 levels, because there's a requirement in the compensation plan for 3 levels. Might as well handle that right now, right? Let's get that done. So so this is a time to work those first 3 levels until you're blue in the face and get paid weekly at a 40, 10, 10. Otherwise, there'll be so much breakage, you know, you won't make the same kind of money in the beginning. So it's 40, 10, 10. Next slide, please. These are the packs that are now available. And what's cool about these packs is, picture this. Usually in a company like ours, there's like one-time, first-time order, and everybody does it once. Well, these ones are going to be repeat orders like crazy, because again, this is going to be customer dominant, leadership driven, customer dominant. So you can buy a 3-pack, save 10% of these and you want to have these on your possession because you're going to go find customers. You're going to share it with whomever, right? Because this is, I'm telling you, if you have a 10-pack and you're carrying them with you, they will probably move nearly as fast as you share them. Okay, so making sure you have them on your possession is great. And again, there's lots of rewards in the customer world. You know, there's the tree that's going to pay out, and then there's what I call the Christmas tree. It's throw the customers in there too, right? Because it compounds your payout. So here we go. You can get a 5-pack at a 15% discount, and you can get a 10-pack at a 20% discount. All the perks, all the benefits are lined up with those. But these, I think, are going to be repeat sales. So this is a great time for those of you who are influencing, those of you who are leading, to step up and say, hey, everybody's got to have these in their possession at all times. I mean, imagine if that's what happens. Then we actually share the message with the world. Isn't that the intent, right? So make sure you pick out your packs. I'm not going to tell you which pack to go out and get, but I know which one I would get, because I know that this is an abundant window. It'll never be more abundant than it is right now in terms of just fresh and easy and open. And one day is equivalent to a week, and 1 week is equivalent to a month when you're in this environment that we're in. So calling all influencers to influence. Next. So here we go. At the event in Dallas, those of you who are tuning in, we have some new people. We want to welcome some new folks that have joined us in the last couple of days. I know that you're on as well here today. Welcome home to ÜFORIA, or being you never felt better. Here's what we're doing right now. If you start on the right side of the screen, forgive me on this, you'll see a 3-pack in Dallas. If you get 3 customers or you purchase a 3-pack, you will have special VIP service for you and a guest of yours, okay? If you do a 5-pack or you create 5 customers, you get 1 night at the hotel paid for in Dallas, and you get special VIP perks for you and 2 guests. When you become, as Eric put it, the influencer, I love that word, Eric, then all of a sudden you get a 10-pack or 10 customers, you get private edition or special edition recognition, a private ÜFORIA toast, which I think will be historic, intimate, and up close, 2 nights hotel paid for, and special VIP treatment for you and 3 guests of yours. And what I mean by VIP, we're not kind of that artificial thing here where we crown ourselves. It's just a way to honor you for just really stretching and doing the behaviors that require stretch. So we're not crowning. Our relevance is created today. It's not what we did, it's what we're doing, okay? Always, by the way. So there's your information on the hotel. If you go back in your back office, you can enroll. By the way, enrollments are just going like this right now, and there is limited seating, and trust me, it's going extraordinarily well. So if you're making sure you're gonna be there, it's our first human action where we'll train on the science, we'll train on the business, we'll train on the compensation plan, all the tools will be highlighted. You're gonna see the tour of the actual facility. You're gonna be able to see and witness the Nutritionator, which is the one and only on the planet. So folks, this is just all so goosebumpy, okay? Are there any more slides? If there's not, okay, thank you. I'm gonna bring this home. So folks, it's Saturday. I think we're exactly 3 weeks out from where we're going to be in Dallas and have our first interaction. Day 1 will be what I just mentioned. Day 2 will be the cultural blueprint to our company. Mr. Worre is gonna bless you with his training with regards to the mindset and the skill set and the influencing. And on day 2, it'll be the blueprint of our culture, which I call the U of you, which is more the being part. When you learn all those skills, when you get all that knowledge, how are you going to be? Because your professional skills will never surpass your personal development as a human being. And so we're going to engage in that conversation in an unlimited way that will blindside you with a multi-sensory experience right down the middle. Nothing weird about it, just boom, blindside you. So if you want culture, bring culture. Bring your people there as well, day 2 for the U of you. So you're going to be politely shocked in this. So lots and lots of fun. So I just want to reach out to all of you who are on today and tell you, man, I feel blessed and grateful to be able to roll up my sleeves with you to, people always ask what the philosophy is of influencer or leadership in this company is. It's this. In corporate, we're not afraid to lead. We're not afraid to follow. We're not afraid to just lock arms side by side. But we'll never turn major corners without our great leadership and influencers. Never. The best ideas come from you. You're doing it every day. We know that. We get to serve you. So in case you're wondering, there's no moving targets here. I'm hanging my hat here. I'm sitting in the saddle. Whether we walk, gallop, or sprint up the mountain, we're going up the mountain. I invite you to just stretch and be crazy. Leave your luggage at the door. Leave your history there. Leave the stories there. Nobody's going to hold you small here. So you might as well just leave them outside the door. Okay? So with that, I'm going to express love to you, gratitude to your families, that I know when you hang up from this webinar, you go to your circle of influence, bring something better than you brought yesterday to those people you love and care for. That's what this company is going to be about. And we are going to rock this thing. It won't be perfect, but it'll be progressive. And we are calling you out to lead, to influence, to be your most amazing self, where your best work is truly your next. Welcome home to ÜFORIA, where being you never felt better. Have a beautiful day and a weekend. Feel free to say what you want to each other. Let it linger for a second, please. Go on and do your thing out there on social media, guys. Influence. I mean, that's what the message of Eric today was about, influencing. This is a great time to influence. So thank you guys so much. Proud to be on, happy to be on. I'm going to go coach a little more football with my boy today. See you guys.